The Lost Prince. Maybe you can ask about who is the Lost Prince? How could Marco find the prince? And what's the ending of the story?
Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Muthiah and now I'm going to retelling the story that I have read before. It is the novel from France Hodsgon Burnett. The title is the novel is The Lost Prince. Alright then, before I continue to retelling this story, I would like to introduce all of the characters of this novel first. So the main character from this novel is Marco Lauriston. Marco Lauriston is a brave person, loyal patriot and genius actually. For your information, he is 12 years old, but the character is like adult, really wise and always curiosity of everything. So the second is the red. The red is Marco friend, and he is loyal too and always cares about everything. Genius, but sometimes he is selfish person. And the third is Marco's father. The name is Stephen Lauriston. Stephen Lauriston has a good character. He is really protagonist, and all of the good characters is his. So the last is Lazarus. Lazarus is the mate of Stephen Lauriston. He is loyal and he is a good person, and yeah, everybody can believe with him. So the story begins when the mission to find the lost prince who disappeared 500 years ago. The story has long been an empire named Samavian in northern Europe, and the king of this empire is really wise, and so the people in this kingdom are really peaceful and prosper. However, when the king was 90 years old, the struggle for power occurred with bloodshed, chaos everywhere. They even talk who must occupy the throne is Prince Ivor, but Mirzanov first arrested Prince Ivor, so the people thought the prince is dead. Finally, power is held by cruel people like Marzanov, and he adopts his son Lazarev as a prince, who is as cruel as he is. Apparently, from the story that there is a Prince Ivor who is still alive, and he was saved by farmer. 500 years have passed. The Marco Samavian's blood is determined to find the missing prince. Actually, Prince Ivor. Back to the 5 years, hundreds years later, born a young boy named Marco, who has brave and had been taught as a patriot by his father named Stephen Lauriston. He has manner like a king. In his mission to find the lost prince, to restore peace in Samavian. He meets the Red, who is also a Samavian who has the same mission with the Marco. They agreed to look for the prince. The journey is not easy. What they must do first is to find all the people of the same mission and the same descent to join in his mission. One day, Marco was caught by the woman who know about his. So the woman set him up because this woman know he was a descendant of the king. Every day, Marco and the Red are always trained by Steven to become someone who has sharp memories. Even though they are young, still 12 years old, their knowledge and intelligence are like adult. After his father felt they had enough knowledge about the mission they were going to do, so his father sent her to Paris to look for people who has a blood Samavian too. The journey to find out these people was not easy. To get to Paris from London, they have to take the train for up to days. After a long journey, of course, they have nowhere to live. Finally, they slept outside and near the dress. Even it was very random and smelly, but it's okay. After a day of resting and recovering their energy, finally they begin to look for the person that his father meant. They will say the keyword, the land is lighted. For those who respond to this word, then they are Samavian people. Finally, after finding people who have the same mission with them, they went to Northern Europe, the kingdom of Samavian, and were demoted by the wrong people right now, Lazarus and his son. Their father and his bodyguard who has waiting for them, and then in the namely the edge of the forest bordering the kingdom. They begin together and divide their duties to infiltrate the kingdom. After negotiating, Marco, Stephen, and Ray entered the kingdom and finally find Marzano. And Marzano was like fear, not only meeting Stephen and Mark, but the people had surrounded his kingdom. He fled forward the basement and never come back again. However, what Marco always asks is, where is Prince Ivor? However, the strange thing that he encountered when he surrounded the kingdom was that they are the photos of the prince Ivor that very similar to his father when he was young. And someone came to him. He asked, why was the prince very similar with his father? And finally he realized that the prince he was looking for was near with him. Stephen Lauriston is Prince Ivor. He was shocked, touched, happy, and many things he felt. He really happy and touching. Finally, the prince is come back to be a king, King Ivor, or we can say it is Stephen Lauriston as a king, Marco's father, and actually, Marco, of course, to be a prince right now. So the red has really honor and salute to Marco. After that, after one day after that, there are the ceremony that will held in that kingdom, and Marco is really happy to find the prince, and he knows the prince is his father. Wow, that's really magic, really something that he never realized about that. And his nationalism and patriotism to his country, to his kingdom, to his to his place, to his town, is really a good reason to be true. Okay, thank you.